Just these tight games, same team over and over. Is the familiarity helping the game?
Yeah, I think, with the short amount of teams in our division, we've got to know each team's systems, and we go over it before each game, and I think that's definitely an advantage for us. And we play a pretty structured game, so I think that falls right into our hands.
Was there adjustment in the third? I know Manitoba, and you've seen it over and over, where they'll outshoot Belleville by quite a bit, but certainly a nice turnaround in the third. So I guess the question would be, what was the difference?
Yeah, I think, we just kind of got to work. We got pucks behind their D and made them turn, and we had a better forecheck. I thought our second guy was arriving a little bit quicker, which allowed for more turnovers. And at the end of the day, we were just playing good, simple hockey, and we were getting shots through and kind of turned the tables that way. So I think that was the biggest difference.
Obviously, no playoffs, but 6 straight wins is impressive. What does it mean for you?
Yeah, it's a big feat. I think with our kind of slow start, I think this is nice to kind of get our wins back up to where they should be. And I think this team has a lot more potential in the coming years. So this is just a testament to how good we're going to be in the future.
Are you getting comfortable now with the North American game and with your new surroundings?
Yeah, I think so. I have learned a lot in these games, and still have a lot to learn. So, but I think I've gotten better every shift here. So gotta keep going.
Obviously, it's a smaller ice surface, but what's been the biggest thing for you to adapt to?
I think of course, you have less time than in Europe, so you have to be smart and be always ready, and just to get to know the system here, and the speed here is so high. So I think those are the biggest points.
Is the system drastically different from what you're used to?
Yeah, I think in Europe it's a lot of difference because the ice is so much bigger. So yeah, it's a new things for me.
Something we talked about this morning, Jonathan Aspero, that you were inserting on the second power play unit, comes back, gets another goal. See somebody that you would be looking ahead as someone who could be that defenseman you've been looking for in the first unit?
I think he's, the sky's the limit in terms of what Aspel can bring to the table. I think that offensively he's gained a lot of confidence this year because his role has expanded. And, last year he didn't have a tremendous amount of opportunity offensively just because, we had Brandstrom, we had Murray, Lajoie, Willanen. I mean, we had so many offensive defensemen that he was primarily a penalty killing type of player for us. And, as a coach, I do like to have specific role refinements where everybody has a specific role on the team. And just so happened last year, in his first year, he came in and he's a tremendous penalty killer as well, just because he's got such a great motor. But the fact that he did show some offense ability in junior and played some power play there, obviously shows that he has some of that potential. And I think that he's got an opportunity here this season and has made the most of it. And, we felt all along that, Thompson has had a lot of opportunities on the first unit as well this year, just because of injuries and recalls. But overall, we're just trying to guide him slowly into that role. And as a young player, that's what it takes. And, we certainly see him down the road as a guy that potentially could anchor the first power play unit. But to your point, I do think that Aspel is certainly showing this year that, he can certainly be a big part of one of the two units moving forward next year, depending on, what happens in the off season with our defense.
I guess the only other question I have, after the start that the team had, with all the call-ups, the injuries, and I guess it's nothing new for anybody, but you're a game over 500 now. Do you look at that as more symbolic or an achievement from your perspective? What does it mean?
Well, I do think that it's just the team has gotten better, right? When you have a very young team, it takes time. I felt that we were behind the 8 ball a little bit to start, and there were times when we were playing a really young lineup, and there was a lot of mix and matching in terms of a lineup on a game-to-game basis. But I think the purpose of this season was to make sure that our young guys got ice time and came along, and I think that has happened, and our team game has gotten better as well along the way. And I think, as I said this morning, as a coaching staff, I think your job is to assess the talent level that you have going into game one, and whatever you feel as a coaching staff your team is at, you need to make it better. And I think we've accomplished that, and with 3 games left, hopefully we can continue our winning ways.